Okay, so in this video we're going to take you through how to use the appointment scheduler. So please note, if you have a theme with this option, you most likely have a page pre-built with it on, but we're still going to need to configure it a little bit. So on my site here, you can see that I have a page already with it on, and it looks something like this, where we have, there's the calendar, and people can sign up for the appointment and book it with you. But you're able to specify when you're available. So this way, if you're working during the day and you only want people to meet with you at night, you can have this be an option here. It's a pretty handy dandy thing, and you can set up, of course, you need to set up when you're going to be available. You also need to configure this so people can actually sign up and it's going to work. So in order to set all this up, we need to go into our dashboard, as always, in the administrative side, and you'll see that there is a plugin that we have called Easy Appointments right there. So if I click on it, you'll see that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Settings. And we'll need to do a few things here. So I know this is confusing. This plugin could be used for multiple offices, and that's why this is there. So what I would do is I would go through, you can see how by default we set up a setting for you called the office. What you could do is you could rename that and call it virtual, because you're going to be meeting with people online. Or if you want to be meeting people in person, you could have two locations, virtual and office, or just office, or whatever you want to do. But the point is, you could have multiple places that you could be meeting people. Under services, we set it up so an appointment would be for video services, because let's say that you offer video services and SEO and so forth, and if you want to talk with someone about SEO, you're going to need an hour. If you're going to talk with someone about video services, you only need 20 minutes. This way you can set these services individually in here for how long they'll take. And you could also charge money for them if you wanted to, though of course I'm guessing you won't. You could also have different workers. So if you have sales staff, you can configure it through here as well. If it's just you, you can see how there is one person in here already. Just go through and set that up to be you. Under connections, this is where you'll fit everything together to say when you're going to be available. So we set one up here that shows that at the virtual setting, at the office or whatever, people can schedule appointments for video services with you, and these are the days you're available and the times you're available. And what we did was we just made it that you're available from between 10 and 6 every day until 2020. So obviously you need to change this. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hit edit. So this is where you can change, what service your people can get and so forth. And you can select days of the week and the hours that you're available. And you can do this as many times as you want to fill that calendar in. So let's say that every Monday you're going to be available from 10 to 5. Then you do that. But Tuesday you're not available till noon. You would just go ahead and put that in there for as many dates ahead. What I would do is I would have this set up for maybe a month in advance if you're able to do that. So, or maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. I'd say 2 weeks. So that way people aren't scheduling too far ahead of what you actually have. So let's say that I wanted to add a new connection, because on next Tuesday, I'm going to be available. Let's say next, let's say on Wednesday, March 1st, on Tuesday, I will be available in the evening. So I will specify that on here, that I'll be available for 2 hours in the evening, and then I do that, and hit save, and now that'll pop up. Oops, what? Oh boy, I messed that up, didn't I? Okay, so I clicked on the wrong one. 22, 23. Let's say that I wanted to be available then. And then I click save. That'll plug in those 3 hours into the calendar in addition to what I already have. And now if you go back to your calendar, you'll see those hours are available for somebody to make an appointment with me. Now under customize, this is where you set up some of the mail things. So how many appointments somebody can schedule. When someone makes an appointment, they can receive an email about it, and you are able to say what that email will say that's sent to them, which is pretty cool. when they go to fill the form out, this is what you're able to collect from them. Email, name, phone description, or whatever. And under Tools, this is important. This is where you're able to test your email. So go ahead and do that. Make sure that it works. And if you have any issues, feel free to let us know.